Friends, I do not propose to talk today about the need for reforming educational system. Eminent people and leaders of public opinion have from time to time given expression to views which are well known. The entire process of education has to be viewed as an integrated whole, and we have to be clear about the objectives that we wish to achieve. As you are aware, we are already engaged at present in a process of economic development. Indeed, we are going through what may be called a period of industrial revolution. A large number of industrial and other types of units are being set up all over the country. For manning these units, we need a large number of trained technical people. Most of you have given considerable attention to engineering education, and the universities also have done the same. We have set up a few large technical institutions. Now that we are preparing a fourth plan whose size would be equal to that of all the first three 5-year plans put together. Obviously, our requirements for technical personnel will be much greater. So, I would like all technical institutions in the country to make an assessment of the expansion that they can undertake for increasing the number of students for technical courses and to bring forward specific proposals. The content of technical education has to be good and substantial. But it is equally important that our young people should have a practical approach to problems. I would like them to be anxious to use their own hands in order to do a good job. It is an approach of this nature that will enable the country to make rapid progress in the matter of industrial development. Now, I would like to say a few words to you about the employment opportunities for young men in the coming years of our national development. The completion of education marks a turning point in the life of every man. Naturally, our anxiety will be to get suitable employment which is necessary for finding the means to live. Opportunities for employment are being created more and more as our development plans are given effect to. The fourth 5-year plan, for instance, which will commence in less than a year and a half from now, makes provision for 20 million jobs. It cannot be said that everyone who acquired a degree or a diploma will find employment immediately. But most of you would in due course find yourselves employed in one way or the other. There is equality of opportunity for everyone, and to a large extent your future is really in your own hands. Whatever may be your position in future life, each one of you should first of all think of yourselves as citizens of the country. This confers on you certain rights which are guaranteed by the Constitution, but it also subjects you to certain responsibilities which will have to be clearly understood. Ours is a democracy which gives freedom to the individual, but this freedom has to be subjected to a number of voluntary checks in the interests of organized society. And these voluntary checks have to be exercised and shown in our daily life. A good citizen is one who obeys the law whether there is a policeman around or not, and who takes pleasure in doing his civic duties. In the olden days, the sense of elderliness, manners and discipline was taught by the combined effort of the family and teacher. But the economic stresses of modern life do not leave much time to the parents to look after their children. In the educational institutions, the members have grown so large as to take away the benefits which came to accrue formerly by personal contact between the teacher and the taught. Inevitably, our young students are often left much to their own resources. This creates problems which all of us know about. This is an important aspect which has to be examined. The responsibility of young men is great. In my view, every position in life is important in itself. Work has its own dignity and there is great satisfaction in doing one's own job to the best of his ability. Whatever the duties, we must apply ourselves with sincerity and devotion. Such an approach, apart from being good in itself, also has the added advantage of opening avenues for further progress. We have to see whether we have done our own job well before thinking of criticizing anybody else. You should not forget that loyalty to the country comes ahead of all other loyalties. And this is an absolute loyalty since one cannot weigh it in terms of what one receives. At the same time, you should remember that the entire country is one and that anyone who promotes forces of separation and disruption is not our true friend. I say this in all sincerity because I wish to see that you will prepare yourselves in a resolute way to bear the future responsibility. Dear sirs, we thank you for your letter of the 7th instant enclosing a check for rupees 40,000 in full settlement of our 4 outstanding bills. In this connection, we have great pleasure to inform you that we are having a clearance sale of our toilet articles as it is necessary for us to dispose of some of our stocks as early as possible. We are sending herewith a copy of our latest catalog as well as a few pamphlets which we think you will like to have. Our catalog describes the different items fully. You will please note that each item has been given a separate code number. In order to enable you to make a selection, we are also sending per passenger train a few samples of the different toilet items that we can offer. In view of the fact that this is our last clearance sale, we are giving a special discount on this occasion, believing you will take advantage of this special offer and favor us with your valuable order, which will receive our prompt attention. We would also like to inform you that during the next month we propose to increase the prices of a number of items at present included in our catalog. The increases have become necessary in view of the higher cost that we have now to incur in the purchase locally of some of our raw materials which used to obtain formerly from the United Kingdom. In spite of our best efforts, we could not get the local materials at a cheaper rate. In the circumstances, we have no other alternative but to increase our prices. We extremely regret that we are forced to pass on the higher charges to our customers, but at the present time, this is the only course which we can follow. As you are one of our most important dealers, we think we should not take you by surprise by revising our rates without notice. We think that you will be well advised to place an order immediately for some of the items which are likely to become costlier from next month. Yours faithfully.